Kia ora and welcome to Small Blacks TV. I'm your host, Noah Finau. There's no mucking around here. We're getting straight into it, so put your hands together and welcome our guest, Amanda Rash. Yes! Welcome to the locker room.
Thanks for having me.
Cool, have a seat. So, first question, Amanda, tell us about yourself.
I'm 19 years old. I was born in Samoa, came over to Wellington when I was 3. I went to Wellington East Girls College, and my main goal was to make the Sevens team to go to Rio in 2016.
And you haven't been playing rugby that long, but you're already in the loop for that.
Yeah, I just started playing early last year with the Go for Gold campaign, and I've been training up in Auckland with the girls.
Wicked. Well, Small Blacks, stay right where you are, because coming up next is Cucks vs Kids. Welcome to Cucks vs Kids, the toughest rugby course in the world. It will take skill, speed, strength, courage, and just a little bit of luck to take down Rugby World Cup winning champion Richie McCaw. Who is a contender and who is a pretender? Let's meet the challengers. They call him Double R, Richard Robertson, who's a halfback, and his favourite All Black is Corey James. In red is Shay, who's 11. He's going to start growing his hair so we can get dreadlocks like his favourite All Black, Martin Monu. Troy Gray, 8 years old. He plays lock, and his favourite All Black, SPW. So, Troy, my little man, what's your game plan for today's race?
Run as fast as I can and keep confident.
Nice, mate. Shay, what do you think is going to be the hardest part of this race for you?
Probably throwing the ball through Rugger's hands again.
We'll follow through, mate. So, Richard, who's going to be the toughest person to beat today?
Richard McCaw,
Why is that?
because he's an All Black.
What's going on, bro?
Look, Richard, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that this speed suit may be illegal. I'm going to be checking. You could find yourself in serious trouble. In the meantime, on your marks, everybody. Get set. Oh, look at that. You look like some sort of black snake.
A fast black snake? That suit is doing wonders. I've never seen Cucks move like this through the course ever before.
You're like some sort of slug on steroids. I mean, what is this fabric? No, it tastes odd.
I'm guessing by the colour, it tastes like
all
licorice.
These bulges on you, are these all natural? I mean, for example, what's this muscle? What do you call that
Cucks
muscle?
has blocked out the
I'm
ref
talking
and
to
he
you.
is in the zone. Whoa, let's see that again. Small Blacks, this is why they call him Kung Fu Cucks. Okay, they don't really call him that, but he is blitzing the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing history. He's never won before. I don't see him losing from here.
Why do they shine? I mean, what does it feel like to wear them?
Cucks has been waiting this day his whole life.
Does it like catch you like rubber? I mean, what's it made of? Is it nylon? Is it cotton? I mean, come on. Let me just please, can I just try one more test on it? I mean, it's just,
He's done it.
Yes! No,
Yes! After training, all the hard work, I finally done it!
hang on a moment, wait a minute.
Oh, hang about, Small Blacks. We're going to the TMO.
No, I'm sorry, it's illegal.
What's illegal? There's nothing wrong with my suit.
No, the suit is legal, it's this. Stupid hat. There's one thing that is illegal, it's stupid headgear.
No one said anything.
That means Shay's our winner. Oh, so close. Hats off for trying, mate. Disappointment for Cucks getting the big DQ. Amanda, you ever been in trouble with the ref or your teachers?
No, stay out of trouble. I'm a good girl.
Wow. So, actually, you originally played soccer and then you switched over to rugby.
Yeah.
Why did you swap?
I played soccer for about 9 years, and me and my mate just thought we'd go along to the trial for the Go for Gold, and just enjoyed it from there and never looked back, I guess.
So tell us about this Go for Gold.
It was sort of like a trial all throughout New Zealand, just looking for any girls from any sport. Doesn't matter if you haven't played rugby before, just seeing if there's any talent out there and just, yeah.
Well, up now, we're out and about on tour, checking out the Girls Top 4 Rugby Tournament. Roll the tape. Here we are in Palmerston North, where the biggest competition in girls rugby is about to kick off. It's where the top 4 teams in Aotearoa have come to have a shot at the National Championship. Two players in the Auckland Girls Grammar team are Year 9 halfback 4 Samuelu and Year 13 lock Puri Samuelu. Yes, they're sisters, and they're pretty good at this game. They hope to show how good they are in the semi-final against Auckland rival James Cook High School. 1 hour to kick off. Girls, how are the nerves? Big semi-final. What's your job out there today for?
Just to get my passing right, get the ball out there to the backs and just keep up the comms.
Probably just win all our lineouts as much as we can and be able to deliver out to our forwards and backs.
It's a simple game when you boil it down, and the team was pumped for a big match. Don't be thinking just because they're girls, they don't mix it up. This was for a spot in the final, and Grammar was unstoppable. How do you think your sister's going?
Oh, she's doing good. Because she's been playing for ages.
Go Grammar! Go Grammar! See? Right there. That's what Noah cheering does. Semi-finals are done. Fielding High over Southland Girls, 48-0. And our sisters from Auckland Girls Grammar smashed James Cook High, 65-0. And this is where it's going down, the grand final. FMG Stadium. Make no mistake, this is the biggest game in girls rugby. Boom! So girls, how long have you been playing rugby for?
Oh, since about I turned 9, I started playing club rugby with boys, so it was mixed.
What about you, Beauty?
Just 6 years, started in Form 2 intermediate.
65-0, you smashed them. What was it like playing?
Oh, it was really good. Like our defense line was like great. We went up as one.
Grand final though, going for the top school in the country. You excited about that one, Beauty?
Yeah, we're excited because we've had a clash against them like a few times because last year we won and then this year they won, and so like it could be like anyone's game.
Here we go. It was shaping up as an epic final. Beauty started while little sister was on the bench. Fielding took the early lead with a try to skip a Deidre Roberts, and her team was looking strong. 4 came on in the second half, and the Aucklanders finally got on the board. 4's only been on the field for 30 seconds and already created a try. Here's the comeback. Let's go, girls! Beauty did her team proud in the lineouts, and Grammar tried for the full 80. But when the final whistle blew, it was the local team from Fielding who won the championship 22-5. It kept an amazing year for Fielding High Rugby, their teams winning 51 from 51 and outscoring their opponents 2,380 to 134. It's great to get trophies, but better to have fun with your mates no matter what the final score might say. Well, girls, wasn't quite the result you were after. Talk us through the big final.
We went in how we wanted to, and at the end of the day it didn't come our way, but as long as we did our best.
No words can express my gratitude. I feel that to have represented my school with my sister.
At the end of the day, rugby was the winner, and hey, out of all the schools in New Zealand, you're the second best. You can't complain with that, so high five on that one.
Top of Auckland region.
Welcome back to the show. Our guest today is up-and-coming Sevens player, Amanda Rash. Now, I got you on the bikes because, you know, I like to stay fit, healthy, and pretty athletic. What kind of training do you do for your rugby?
So we do quite a bit of gym work. We do that like 3 times a week, and then we've got just like cardio sessions on the other days.
And what? Oh, you like rugby, so what rugby teams did you support?
Hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
So the Hurricanes.
Well, coming up next is the captain of the Hurricanes and Paul Mangasiva, Small Blacks News.
Hello and welcome. Sorry. Who's the Joker? Who's the Joker? Does anyone want? Sorry. Hello and welcome to Small Blacks News.
On this day in 2010, the All Black Sevens won their 4th Commonwealth Games gold medal in a row. Maybe they should be the All Gold Sevens team. Get it? Golds as in medals. There's 4 of them. Gold medals. That's gold. But moving right along. We all know he's hard to tackle on the rugby field, but how will the fans on the streets tackle his questions? Snakey, who are you wearing?
Pua, today I have the jersey from West Coast.
The West Coast, huh? Well, tell me, is the West Coast in the North or the South Island?
Well, technically, there is a West Coast in both islands, but this West Coast is in the South. Confused? Let's see how the people on the streets deal with it. Which provincial rugby jersey am I wearing?
Absolutely no idea. West Coast.
Yes.
It must be West Coast.
West Coast, well done. How many All Blacks have come from the West Coast? 0, 3 or 12?
3. 12, 0.
They haven't had a dozen. No, we're going with the 3.
3.
12.
12, yeah. What is the biggest town in the West Coast?
I have no idea.
Does it start with G?
It does.
Greymill.
Is it Greymill?
Greymouth.
Yeah.
She was looking right.
I swear he gets better every week, every hour and minute. That's the end of your news. I'm Pua Mangasiba.
And I'm Snakey Smith. And stay on side, West Coast.
So, what's the best piece of advice you've been given?
Probably just do whatever makes me happy. Yes.
Great words. Do you know who else has got good advice?
Who's that?
Richie McCaw. Boom.
Richie, I find books boring, do you?
I think when I was a younger fella, I struggled to read too much, and it was because I guess, you know, you're reading books you weren't really interested in. I think over the years I really enjoy reading, but I really enjoy stuff that I'm interested in. So, you know, a good thriller novel or, you know, things about stuff I really enjoy, and that means I want to read. So I think that's important. Find things you really want to read, because it's pretty important to be able to do that well, and it's a way of learning, I think. So, you know, it's a good skill to learn when you're young. You know, picking up books and reading's a great thing.
Come on, Ref! Open your eyes!
Oi, Ref! Borrow these!
Have you even read the rule book, Ref?
Where do they get these guys from?
Has this guy even played before?
Hey, give me a break. This is hard work. How about being a bit more positive and having some fun?
I suppose we're a little harsh.
Fun, you reckon?
But we could give it a go. Okay, we're in. That's what I'm talking about. Game back on.
Applaud. Turn down your volume and turn up the applause.
Welcome back, Small Blacks. We're here with Rugby Sevens player Amanda Rash. You said you study sports science. What's that all about?
So it teaches you a lot about the body, how it works, and you learn how to write like gym programs and that sort of stuff.
Well, it sounds like you've got to be pretty brainy for that. Green and Mean could probably use you on their team. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Well, we'll find out now on Rugger Quiz.
Hello and a huge Ruggerland welcome to the biggest game show in the world. Here's your host with the most of most things, Clark Clarkson.
Hi, welcome to Rugger Quiz. Thank you, big boys in the sky. Let's see what the teams look like today.
Clark, they look exactly the same as every week, starting with the smelliest team on Ruggerland. Power, Robbo, Squat and Barry. And now carryover champs, Team Yellow Bellies, Webb, William, Alice and Rugger.
Webb, what's wrong? You look worried. Oh, Rugger, I'm just a bit worried.
About what, Webb? Didn't you have lunch?
No, it's not that. I didn't answer any questions last week and I don't feel very smart today.
Webb, don't be silly. If I get worried about not being smart, I just look at the mountain men.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just be confident.
Question number 1. Which team are the current Rugby World Cup champions?
Oh, I know this one, but I'm not sure.
William, Yellow Bellies.
Clark, that would be the All Blacks.
And that would be correct, William! Question number 2. If I had a wedge, a driver and a putter, what would I be playing?
Robbo, Green and Mean.
A piano.
By gee, by crikey, by jingo! I'm gonna have to give it to you, big fella, because why not?
Lucky I didn't gong that one. I thought the answer was golf.
It was golf, Webb. You should have gonged.
Oh.
Question number 3. Finish the sentence. Practice makes.
William, Yellow Bellies.
Perfect.
Boom! Just like that, William puts the Yellow Bellies back into the lead. True or false? The first rugby balls were made out of pigs' bladders.
Webb, Yellow Bellies.
That sounds a bit silly, Mr. Clarkson. It's false.
I'm afraid the answer is true. Pigs' bladders were once used to make rugby balls. I'm going to have to deduct 10 points.
Oh, no. Guys, I'm sorry. I should never have tried to answer that. Me and my big mouth.
Good one.
Webb, now you really are being silly. We all make mistakes, and if you don't try, you'll never win.
Next, it's our Terrio Caesar. Teams, what is the Māori word for Kit Kat?
Barry, Green and Mean.
I believe the answer is wallop.
The answer is incorrect, Barry. The correct word I'm looking for is kicky. That's 10 points kicking off your team. You know what time it is?
I was born in 1990 and went to Newtown Primary School. I had one younger brother and my favourite subject at school was art. I first played rugby when I was 5 and now I'm a wing for the Hurricanes. Who am I?
Clark, I believe that man was All Black Julian Savea.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
If you guessed Julian Salvea, then you are right.
The Green and Mean hits back! Oh yeah! That means the winner takes all with this final question. What am
I? Oh, that looks familiar. Have I seen that before?
I think I know. It's an ingrown toenail.
Alice, Yellow Bellies.
Clark, it's an ingrown...
Wait, Alice, I think you might be wrong. I think I know what it is.
OK, Webb, give it a go.
Mr. Clarkson, it's a litterby.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh, that's where I put it. Everyone, say hello to Bruce the Nitterby.
And what an answer! What a rugby! What a hero! Webb wins it for the Yellow Bellies!
It seems you're smarter than you think, Webb. You just needed to believe in yourself.
And that's all for now, but before we go, let's have a look at next week's What Am I, Kids? If you know the answer, then text it through to 48888 for your chance to win this rugby ball. I'm Clark Clarkson. I'll see you all next week.
Well, there you have it. Webb just needed to believe in himself. Amanda, you a very confident person?
I'm quite shy when I first meet people, but I guess, yeah, I believe in myself.
Yeah.
Got to have that if you want to get somewhere, I guess.
What kind of training do you do, like skills-wise? What's been the hardest skill for you to pick up in rugby?
Probably everything, really. Just learning to pass deep
Yeah.
and far.
Well, check this out, because the All Blacks are teaching our small blacks some new skills that could come in handy for yourself. Roll the tape.
Hey guys, I'm Conrad Smith, and today I'm going to take you through one of my favourite kicking games called the Fireman's Net. There are a lot of different types of kicks in rugby, and some positions need to know how to perfect them all, like DC. If you want to kick like DC, then you have to practice a lot. And this is a game you can play to help your accuracy, communication, and have fun at the same time.
First kick of the night for Dan Carter, and he is on target. Now Aaron Smith gets it back, and Cruton's got a bit of time. Now Carter.
You'll need a ball and a bunch of mates. This is a great game to play at lunchtime, so get the team together. First, you need to choose a kicker and a catcher. Get your kicker to stand about 10 metres away, while the rest of you make a circle around the catcher and hold hands. The kicker is aiming to kick the ball on the full to the catcher, who is standing in the middle of the fireman's net. The firemen need to talk to the catcher to let him know where the ball is heading. Our small blacks will show you how. Kickers, see if you can visualise the ball going into the fireman's net, and the catchers need to call loudly for the ball and never take your eyes off it. There will be a lot of distractions from your mates in the net, but keep that concentration up. Once you've caught the ball, swap with the kicker and rotate so everyone has a turn practicing their kicking and catching. One of the best teams you can join is the All Blacks Camp for Kids, where you'll play this game and a ton of others as well. Check it out at abcforkids.co.nz.
Well, team, that's all we have time for this week. But before we go, a big high five and pound for Amanda. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Remember the name Small Blacks, because you'll be hearing a lot of it. That's all from us this week. See you next time. Boom. Amanda, before you go, check this out. Now, I was an awesome tackler back in my day. Believe it or not, like I was saying, I was fit. So what you want to do is you want to hit hard with the shoulder.
Hit there? Okay.
Hit there, like a kung fu chop.
Yeah.
But with your shoulder. Ready? Give it to me. Oh, whoa.
And it's my favourite. And hot.
Nice work, Tommy! Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.